Project managers. Project managers are key in the communication strategy. There is a need for both internal and external project managers. It is the internal project manager's job to communicate through the university chain to make sure that the construction is in the best interests of the university. It will be the external project manager's job to communicate through subcontractors and through the site foreman. These project managers should have frequent face-to-face meetings with the university board so that stakeholders can be adhered to and carefully discussed and kept up to date on what is going on. Prioritisation of stakeholders. This is in Medlow's diagram again. We have our low interest, low power stakeholders. These are going to be the students, cleaning and security staff and network rail. We have our low interest, high power stakeholders, so the fit out team, World Heritage, and building control. We have our high interest, low power. This is going to be the library, film and construction office and the shop front. We have our high power, high interest stakeholders, which is going to be Osborne, facilities management team and the University of Greenwich. I'll discuss each of these in turn. Osborne. These are a high priority stakeholder. Greenwich have been working with Osborne for over 2 years on this project and for longer on others, and maintain that they have a good working relationship with Osborne. They are currently a high priority stakeholder, so this means communication with them should be regular and has been since the outset. Also, they have a vast amount of money tied up in the construction, as well as having to maintain good public relations. It's in the best interest of both parties to keep each other regularly updated on where each other are at in the project. This will either be by face-to-face meetings, which is quite easy at the moment as Osborne currently occupy the site, or via email or telephone communication. Osborne has applied for a 24-week time extension on the construction. This has been carefully mitigated by the university by having the construction completion date 6 months before the occupation date. Osborne were given a 3-week time extension. At this stage, any changes must be confirmed in writing to mitigate the chance of time extension. When the building is finally handed over from Osborne to Greenwich, under the supervision of a contract administrator, the certificate of completion must be signed off by each party, meaning that the responsibility for the building falls on the shoulders of Greenwich. The signing of the certificate of completion will mean that the contract between Greenwich and Osborne is terminated and therefore complete. The fit-out team. Osborne will be almost at the stage where they will be allowing the fit-out contractors onto site. The fit-out stage contractors will be responsible for getting the building ready for occupation, adding fixtures and fittings so that the building is operational. However, at this stage they will have to work in close conjunction with Osborne, delivery companies and removals companies, as well as staff that will be occupying the building. Due to the vast amount of parties that will be working alongside each other, communication is key. The project team must make sure that each party is in a position where they can communicate with each other. As there are so many parties working in conjunction, organisation is key, so each party must be kept up to date about who is working where in a building. With a good logistical plan, this will stop clashing and not too many people will be working in the same area at the same time. As well as this, face-to-face instruction should be given daily by a site foreman about where everyone is working in the building. If all goes correctly, there should be no clashes and all the fit-out will run smoothly. Library staff, film office and the construction office. These will be the main offices from Greenwich that will be undertaking a large move. They will want regular updating on the project. However, they should be kept at arm's length, only updating them on a need-to-know basis. The communication should be closed. They should be kept up to date enough so that they understand when they will be relocating. Communication will be via email or through the university's Moodle system. It's unlikely that they will require a face-to-face meeting at this stage. There will be apprehension between staff in each office as they will be unsure what the new construction is like in terms of office and working space. So they must be kept up to date. However, it is too late to make changes, so they have to make do with what they have previously specified. Parties may require a site visit to check equipment being moved in and build to the building and so that it's not damaged. The Facilities Management Team. Greenwich University's Facility Management Team is one of the largest stakeholders currently in the project. The Maritime Team are going to be expanding so that it will be in control of another campus. This expansion means that they will require a large amount of information about the building. They will require regular updates as well as an as-built guide to how the building will be operating, which will include detailed analysis of each system in the building and how it operates. For example, the fire safety system. The Facilities Management Team will need prior knowledge and training so that they will fully understand and know how the building works. The Greenwich Maritime Team will also be able to make use of the soft landings programme, which is in operation for a year after sign-off, where they can be shown how the building operates and how the systems can be maximised and put to optimum use. This is part of the main construction contract. The University of Greenwich. They are a key stakeholder. The university itself are a high priority. This project has taken over 10 years of planning, so it is imperative that the project team do not fall down at the latter stages of the project, especially after doing such a good job so far. The university has 43 million tied up in the construction and is an important step in the expansion of Greenwich as a university, and will certainly help in climbing the university's ranking tables. Information should be regular, however, should be closed. The board of the university should be highly informed about the construction and handover process, as this will satisfy them as a stakeholder. World Heritage. As the construction lies in a World Heritage site, UNESCO will be keen to ensure that the construction is as planned and designed in order to not obstruct the heritage site. Communication with them will be minimal, but should be kept up to date at key stages of the project. And they will need to undertake a survey when the construction is complete to make sure it is as planned. It is highly unlikely that there will be a problem with the site. However, in order to maintain good relations with stakeholders, the project management team must be seen to cooperate with the World Heritage needs. Communication will be in email, but a face-to-face visit to the site will be ideal. Building control. Building control wants to ensure that the construction is as proposed as planning and design stages. They must be available to inspect the work, make sure specification is the same as what has been built. The project team should try to maintain a good relationship with building control, as this will be the regulatory agency that sees the building passed. They will be responsible for the final certificates and passing off of the building. Communication will be email and telephone communication. It will not be frequent, however, it is necessary. Students will be able to input their demands through the Students' Union. They are a low priority stakeholder. Information and communication will be closed and limited and will be kept up to date using the university's Moodle system. Students have very little input at the handover stage. The shopfront. The shopfront and gallery, that will be a part of the Stockwell Street building, will be keen to start fitting out and moving in as soon as possible. Closed information only, and should be communicated with them via email or via the phone. They will represent one of the latter stages of the move, as this mitigates the risks of overrun for the university themselves. They must be kept at arm's length from the project, keeping them on a need-to-know basis. Cleaning staff and security. Cleaning staff and security have to be in contact from early in the handover stage. This is due to the fact that they have been trained they have to be trained to know how to best look after the building. They are a low priority stakeholder, and there will be close communication with them, and formative instruction with the staff when training courses will begin in the Stockwell site. Neighbours. Network rail. Network rail are one of the main low priority stakeholder. The only time we will need to communicate with network rail is if there is a blockage to the access route to the rail tracks. It is imperative that we contact them if at any stage of the handover this pathway is going to be blocked. In summary, good prioritisation of stakeholders, and through good stakeholder analysis with a clear communication strategy, there is no reason why the handover stage of the Stockwell Street project will not be successful. Thank you for listening.